Hey y'all, Carla here. It's been a little while since I've been here to show you a haul. I've got several things over the past week and a half. I was out of town last weekend, so that's why I've had a delay. So sorry about that, but we're going to go right in. I'm going to show you these things that I picked up over the past week or so. We'll start out with today. I went to Dollar General and I just wanted to see about getting some tags and some envelopes that I had seen someone else haul for 33 cents each. That was not the case in my area. In my area, they were $2 each, and so I left them behind. But if you're able to go out and check your Dollar General and get that 33-cent sale, that is a really good sale on those. But I did pick up a couple of things while I was in there today. Just 4 rolls of ribbon. They were $1 each. Let me grab my scissors. This one that they had on the sample roll. Got 2 of these. I thought it was really pretty, and it would be pretty on a page. You could use it on a tag. You could use it for a bow. I just thought that was really pretty. And you're going to get, this is 2-inch ribbon, and it's 9 feet long. And then I got one of the gingerbread, which I've had before. And actually, did I use this on my? Yes. Let me see. No, I think that was Dollar Tree gingerbread ribbon I used on my gingerbread wreath. So this is a little bit different. Little gingerbread, hat on, hats off. Hopefully my dog's not going to bark during this. He's still up tonight. This is 1.5 inches times 9 feet. And then the last one we got was this green ribbon. These are all wired, by the way, with the candy canes and candies, peppermints on it. I thought that was really cute. They only had one of each of these last 2 that I'm showing you. Single-sided. Gingerbread is single-sided as well. And again, this is 1.5 inches, 9 feet. So it's got these, I don't know if you can see, it's got these green peppermints and red peppermints, some snowflakes, and candy canes, 2 different kind of candy canes on there. So I thought that was really cute. So that was all I got at Dollar General today. Oops. Last week before I went out of town, I took a trip over to Target because I had seen someone haul some cards from over there that I really liked. They had an Old Maid and I want to say it was a Go Fish maybe that they had. I was not able to find, this was the only pack I was able to find, but I thought that these were super cute. So I did pick them up. They were in the dollar spot. They did cost $1. So these cards, we've got, they do repeat. So we've got the candy, the snow, oh my goodness. Words are hard, Carla. Santa hat, candy cane, penguin, sugar cookie, this polar bear, gingerbread, reindeer. I guess that's just a wild card. Some presents, ornaments, cupcake, wreath, fox, joy to the world, stocking. We've got this card with the tree on it, an owl, and then we repeat. So it looks like you get 2 sets of everything. So I thought those were super cute for $1. Glad I picked those up. And then, not related to crafting, I couldn't resist. Originally picked it up and thinking I might give it as a gift, and now I think I'm just going to keep it for myself. This Christmas tree measuring cup tower. This was also in the dollar spot. This was $5. I need to put it out in my kitchen because I've already decorated. And we've got a 1/4 cup. A 1/3 of a cup, and it gives you the measurement. Ooh, don't break it, Carla. Inside there shows you where to fill it to. 1/2 cup, and 1 cup. I don't really know if I use this for its intended purpose, but I thought it was really cute for $5. Very different and unique. I love the way the bulb design goes side to side, corner to corner on the tree. That's only on one side, so you would have to kind of line that up with that gold star on the top. So $5 for that. They did have one other design. It was red. Maybe it was a Santa hat, but I'm not entirely positive on that, so don't quote me on that. And then the last thing that I got at Target was this Wonder Shop Santa Letter Activity Set. And this set includes 1 door hanger, 6 letters, 6 envelopes, 3 sheets of stickers, 3 stamps, and 1 ink pad. And I paid $6 for this. And there's one reason and one reason only that I got this, and it was for one of the stamps that I loved in here. This stamp. So we got a red ink pad. We got this little snowflake stamp. A postage style Santa stamp. And then this adorable special delivery North Pole postage stamp. I loved that. We also have 6 envelopes to Santa Claus, the North Pole from, I like that the inside of these have a candy cane design on them. And they're a pretty unique size. So that's a little different. Those would be cute tucked into journals. We've got some stickers. And then we have the papers that say Dear Santa. Again, the candy canes on the back. And there's a door hanger. Santa stopped here. So I mainly just got this, like I said, because I really, really wanted this stamp. Alright, so that was my Target run. I've been to 3 or 4 Ollies on a couple different occasions, and my Ollies are just not getting anything new. I did pick up, I've seen these there for a while, but I went ahead and picked them up. The Sugar Bell stainless steel icing tips. Early on in the Ollie's hauls, I picked up the 2-pack of the Sugar Bell bottles to put my glue in. And I just wanted to pick those up in case I have any issues with the lids. I can also use them for icing or what have you. I kind of made my own toppers here on this. These are my 2 bottles. I have PVA glue in one and Fabri-Tac glue in the other. And I just took a wine bottle cork, because I have a bag of these from where I made a cork board, and cut it off and kind of took the top out a little bit and hot glued a stainless steel pen down in there. So those are my little homemade glue bottle toppers, but they do work well. I don't get any air in there. So I'll have these in case I have any issues with those. I can also use them if I want to, of course, icing something. So for $1, I just went ahead and picked them up. Next, I have I just want to show you this one thing. I think I showed y'all some things I got last week from, what store was that? Big Lots. If I didn't, then I'll show you this from Big Lots. This was $7.99, and I got this because I thought that these are all different cocos from all over the world, and these would go good in my coworker gifts that I got those ornaments and things for that I had showed you previously. So I thought that these would be perfect for that, something unique and different. And I just want to see, because I haven't opened this up, the size of these. So I'll share it with y'all since we're here. It looks like we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different design cocos. So that would be cool down in there. I can either leave them in the box or Yeah, I'll leave them in the box because they're not labeled in any type of way inside. So I thought that those would be a good addition. And there's some really good sounding flavors in here, y'all. We've got Snickerdoodle, double cocoa latte, French vanilla, peppermint mocha, salted caramel, chocolate cherry. Oh, I'm sorry. Chocolate cherry, gingerbread cookie, toasted marshmallow, and caramel. So if you have a Big Lots by you, paid $7.99 if that interests you. Also for my coworker gifts, on one of my trips to Dollar Tree over the past week or so, I picked up these plates to put down in their little goodie bags with the ornaments that I already picked up previously. And I got a couple of different variety of plates. I got some of these sweet as a Christmas cookie. These were $1.50. Got a couple of those, and then I got a couple of these gingerbread plates. So I'm going to put those down in my coworker gifts. And just pile this over here so I can keep up with everything. My life is a mess right now, it seems like, with stuff everywhere. Continuing Dollar Tree, I've had a couple of trips over the past week or so. Went today and picked these things up today. These tags I haven't seen before. I think they must be new, and I thought they were super cute. I did get 2 packs of them for my tag folios that I have up in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in looking at those, just go check out my Etsy shop and you'll see those there. They are 4-way flip Christmas tag holder booklets. So we've got Happy Holidays, Tidings of Comfort and Joy, Have a Merry Little Christmas. I love that one. Celebrate all things merry and bright and joy. And there's 25 tags. And I also like how these have the foil around the whole. They do come with these strings, but I don't typically use those strings. I usually attach my own. Picked those up. I also picked up these bags. Thought they were super cute. They were $1.50, 3 for $1.50. We've got let's see, we have a size on these. 4 by 6. They expand to 2.5 inches. We've got Merry Christmas with Santa, foil on one side, matte on the other. And the gusset is the same design as the background. And then we have this cute little snowman. And he is not foiled. He is matte on both sides, as is this cute penguin that says Happy Holidays. So I thought those were adorable. They could be cut down to be put into journals, or I can use them for their intended purpose for gift giving. Since I made my gingerbread wreaths, I don't know if you checked out my posts I had here on YouTube. I've got 3 gingerbread wreaths that I just made on there. I had run out of my red deco mesh, so went ahead and picked this up just to have in my stash because it's kind of not been, I haven't had a lot of deco mesh in my Dollar Trees. Anyway, I've got 3 packs of red and 3 packs of this off-white beigey gold. And these were $1.50 each. And then I also picked up this magnetic tray. This is super magnetic, y'all. It was sticking to her belt. I thought this would be good when I'm working with magnets, or if I have to hang something. If I have pins from sewing or anything like that laying around, I could use this dish for that purpose. It's a nice dish for $1.50. So I also picked that up. So that was my trip today. Last week when I was in Dollar Tree, I picked up 2 of these. They were the only 2 in the store. These, let me get the one that has the tag on it over here for you. So so I can tell you the brand. This is Oasis Home Multi-Purpose Organizer, BPA free with removable dividers, made with recycled plastic, 10 3/4 by 6.5 and 2.4 inches tall. And it divides into 8 different sections. And I got these for $1.50. They were the only two they had. Super heavy duty plastic. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with these yet. I will tell you, I don't like that the top doesn't latch in any fashion. So I'm going to have to be careful about where I stack them, what I do with them, so that I don't just go randomly pick it up and dump out the contents. But they open up, holds its form straight up, does not open fully, so only opens to a 90-degree angle, and then it has removable dividers in there. Everything comes out. So if you just wanted to use it as a standalone solid box, you could do that. So those were $1.50. And I also got, and out of all the playing cards I've seen over the past few years at Dollar Tree, I have never seen these. So I'm not sure if they're new this year or if I've just missed them. It was the only pack. They were opened, but it didn't appear that any were gone. Wouldn't really matter to me anyway, because I'm going to use them for junk journaling. But these are adorable cards, y'all. If you see these and you are a junk journaler, you have to pick these up. Because I was just like, wow, that is crazy good. So the back of all of them is the same, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And then the fronts are all different. So I'm not going to flip through all of them, but I kind of go through a few here with you. They are adorable. I love this design at the top of all of them. Just so cute, y'all. And like I said, there's no repeating. You're as cuddly as a cactus. So if you're interested in these, get out there and get you some of these because they are super cute. Oops. So I thought it was a great find. And those were $1.50. So that was my Dollar Tree trips. I did go to, oh, let me show you this real quick because I don't think I ever showed y'all this. I picked this up at Sam's and I used it on my gingerbread wreath. And I just love this ribbon. It would be perfect on a tag. It would be perfect down the side of a page to make a bow. I mean, this is just the most beautiful ribbon. It says Reindeer Express, North Pole Post Office Special Delivery. And I just really, really love it. It has some glitter on the tree, but it's not obnoxious. So it doesn't get everywhere. And I paid like $6.84 or something like that for this. And if you have a Sam's membership and you're interested in ribbon, they have the best deal there. This is wired edged. It's 50 yards. And I want to say this is probably 1.5 inches. Yep, 1.5 inches. And it's just a really, really beautiful ribbon. So, just a side note there. I got that a couple weeks ago, I think, and it just missed my haul. I've been to my local St. Paul thrift store, St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. I made 2 trips, one today, one last week. The one here local to me in Sugar Hill, I got these 3 things. Carla can't count either. We've got this Grinch patch. It was 50 cents. Every family has one, and I just thought that would be a cute addition into one of my junk journals. Maybe I'll make a Grinch journal now that I have this Grinch stuff. I paid 50 cents for this stationery. It was originally 50 count. I don't know if it's all here or not, but I thought that this was really pretty and would be nice in Christmas journals. So let's just open it up and take a look here. Oh, it's so annoying that they taped the front page. So I guess that page will be lost, but that's okay. So really pretty. I love this old weathered look it has on it. And of course all of my pages pretty much, unless I'm cutting them down, get folded in half. And this would work just fine folded in half in a journal. So we got that. And then we also got this stationery, which has been unopened. It was 75 cents. It's from the Christmas shop. It has 25 pages in it. And it has full accents on these ornaments. Looks like it's from 2012. Brother, I don't have my glasses on, y'all. Something Design Studio. Sorry about that. So I thought that was really pretty for 75 cents. So that was all I got when I went to my local St. Vincent de Paul store last week. Today I went to St. Vincent de Paul in Lawrenceville and picked up a couple of things. I got this shelf. Let's see if I can show y'all. Let me zoom you out a little bit so you can see better. This is a 3-shelf bamboo, I don't know, thing. I think it's made for a bathroom, maybe for a shower or something. It does go into a corner. And I will leave the bottom open and use this top as a shelf. And I'm going to put this in the corner of my sewing nook over there so I can put some things up on top of it. And this shelf, it's not huge. Let's see what it measures. It measures about 9.5 by 10 and 10. So it's almost a square with the exception of this cutout here. It's a little wobbly, but I think it'll be fine in that corner. And I paid $3 for this. So I'm always looking for little extra storage options to kind of add to my craft room. And the only other thing I got there was this pack of stuff. It was taped, so I couldn't see what was in there. I did check it out when I left. I really liked at first glance this beaded trim. I paid 50 cents for it, so I figured if it was a bust, it didn't really matter that much. But I do think there's some decent stuff in here. So this is what drew my eye. This is called Floral Accessories, and it's just a small beaded pearled trim. So I can definitely use that in my journals. We have these ribbon roses, which could also be used. These are floral ribbon roses. I have a set of mauve and a set of white. There's some just individual pearls in here. These are tiny, so I don't really know if I'll use these. Maybe in a shaker card, those would be cute. And then we have these porcelain flowers. So these could be used on a cover. That might be pretty. There's no hole in them, so they can't go on a dangle. But there's 3 of those. And then the last thing that was in here were these chenille needles. And I didn't notice these were in there to begin with, but I'm kind of glad I got these because I've been looking for some needles that have larger eyes but are thinner. So these thin ones on the end really have a much larger eye, and I might be able to get that through my beads with no problem. So that was a good deal for 50 cents. Not mad at it. So that's all I've got for you today in my mixed haul. Truly mixed, a little bit of everything. I hope everybody's having a good week, and I'll see you back here again next week with another haul and maybe some crafting in between. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.